Today's news.
CBS News on the Hour, sponsored by Progressive Insurance.
I'm Linda Kenyon. Police say at least 2 people, none of them students, have been killed in a shooting at Florida State University. At least 5 other people injured. Jason Kronbauer is the chief of police.
FSU police responded immediately, engaged, neutralized, and apprehended the shooter.
Leon County Sheriff Walt McNeil says the 20-year-old suspect, believed to be a student at FSU, was the sheriff's deputy's son. A service revolver was found at the scene.
The alleged shooter was also a long-standing member of the Leon County Sheriff's Office Citizen Advisory or Youth Advisory Council. So he has been steeped in the Leon County Sheriff's Office family.
This student describes a chaotic scene as the shots rang out.
We got the desk and started piling them up against the door. It was pretty hectic.
The suspect is in custody and is hospitalized. Several buildings on campus remain an active crime scene. The Supreme Court agrees to hear arguments next month over President Trump's executive order to end birthright citizenship. Loyola law professor Lori Levinson.
It's not necessarily a good sign for the Trump administration. So far, every court that has decided this issue has relied on the 14th Amendment to say that the executive order by President Trump saying that there's no birthright citizenship is wrong.
The president's executive order would limit birthright citizenship for children whose parents are in the U.S. illegally or on temporary visas. Google plans to appeal a ruling that states it is an online advertising monopoly. CBS Tech contributor Ian Scher.
The ruling is the latest example of how governments around the world are increasingly scrutinizing the tech industry and its massive power in the economy.
The Trump administration continues to defy judges' orders on deportations. CBS's Stacey Lynn reports.
In a scathing ruling today, an appeals court calls the defiance shocking. Yesterday, a federal judge ruled there is probable cause to find the administration in criminal contempt after the president refused to turn around deportation planes to El Salvador and said he'll continue to do so.
That's what the public wanted, and that's what I'm doing. But you have to speak to the lawyers because it's up to them.
He also says he has no intention of facilitating the return of a Maryland man wrongly deported. Stacey Lynn, CBS News, Washington.
A judge has paused a resentencing hearing for Eric and Lyle Menendez. Their attorney is appalled.
I do, however, think that it's appalling, for lack of a better term, how the DA has treated this case.
This is CBS News.
Well, that's today's news. Today's news. I didn't hear any good news, did you? I didn't think so. I guess it's all about perspective. The glass is half full. Well, as always, I'd like to thank you again for coming along with me on these dash cam news adventures. You know the drill. Peace, love, and all that hippie jazz. Bye-bye, everybody. It's 63 degrees in Vallejo, California.